Lately, I've been so stressed out and overwhelmed with trying to figure out a way to make more money to pay for everything. Every freaking bill that I could possibly be billed with got like tripled and due sooner. And every fuck who could possibly like give me a hard time and make my life that much more expensive has reared their evil serpentine like orifice and made my life that much more difficult. I've never in my entire life I've been working my ass off only to lose money at the end of each day and feel so exhausted and unhappy with a life spent always working and worrying about how I'm going to pay for shit. Um, my mother, towards the end of her life, would sit down and paint this in front of me until she could no longer do so anymore because the coughing just was incessant and I could never bring myself to sell this until I died. For some reason, it's just so beautiful. But I hope someone out there realizes that I'm alone here trying to preserve and protect an estate full of art and a cost of living that wasn't really sustainable for both of my parents on both of their salaries until they were much older. And they died broke with a lot of medical bills and legal bills that accumulated in our family, left me with a tremendous amount of debt. I know it's hard for people to believe me, but it's true. And I work very hard as just as much as you do for my money. And unfortunately, everything I do, I do the best I can, and I don't get paid enough. I never have. So I have to sell some art, and I couldn't be any more serious right now about that because trying to find better work and afford the cost of living um, by myself in a house, if you can imagine. Okay, so I'm trying to rent out some rooms here, fix the place up, um, and do the repairs and pay for these bills that I keep getting, which just seem to be increasing in the bullshit intensity. Um, and yeah, so please, share this video. My mother made this, and I'd like to raise awareness to cancer, specifically breast cancer. Um, I'd like to fund cancer research. So you can see the pink ribbon here. This was one that she made shortly before she passed away. In the room behind me, holding my hand from lung cancer. She wasn't really a smoker or a former smoker. She was very healthy, my mom, and she died from lung cancer after having surgery, having to have the upper lobe of her lung cut out. And today they have immunotherapy, which actually really helps cure cancer, and CAR T cell therapy. They did not have this while my mother was alive. And the reason why was because the funding for embryonic stem cell research and other types of science was halted by the Republican Party and the Bush administration. Now, I believe it's North Carolina. They're trying to make it a criminal offense to wear a mask, citing an obscure law where it was outlawed to wear a mask in public because it was deemed a terrorist act due to the KKK presence down south. but now they're using it as a political tool to make it masking for health reasons a punishable crime. And it's basically fueling the anti-scientist folks out there, people who are anti-vaxxers. God, heaven help you people, really. Do you ever wonder if people really read things that are true, like actual factual things, or they just read things that they hear on the internet or from people that have no credentials whatsoever? Really hoping that my brother and I can once again laugh here and enjoy a meal together. Yeah, so that's what's going on with me. Hope you enjoy at least looking at my videos. I'm not in a happy mood now. Don't feel like singing. I don't feel creative like making art. It's sort of like an outlet that requires the use of the other side of my brain that doesn't know its left from right or from Adam about making money, saving money, investing money, organizing money. And honestly, I've just about had it with a life where I'm like spending most of my time working and then worrying how am I going to pay for that. And it feels like there's been so many years in my life where it was just like, you're working and then Friday night comes around and you're exhausted, and I would sleep Saturday and Sunday, wake up Sunday afternoon feeling a little refreshed, and go right back to work again the next day on Monday for years and years and years and years. And then I'm right back where I was before I started taking my dad to and from the hospital like a full-time job. And it's very lonely, it's very painful. A lot of people I saw my dad help